How do we handle a loss of attraction while we are still very much committed to the marriage? Hi, I'm Angela, the Christian Sexpert. If you don't know me, I talk all about sex and intimacy in Christian marriage. I received this anonymous inquiry. Pause to read. My friend, I am so sorry that you are experiencing this. Here's the thing. When you have caused each other trauma, your body doesn't just release that, even though your brain may have processed that trauma. So I am going to suggest that if you have not already done so, you speak with either a licensed therapist or you get some relationship coaching, and you really explore if you guys are still triggering each other and what sort of residual trauma you may be dealing with. Particularly because you were originally associating spicy time with shame, but now you've overcome that shame. Your body has created some negative associations. And so now when you put yourself into that same spicy situation, your body says, hey, the last time we did this, there were some yucky feelings associated. So I don't want to compound those yucky feelings. So let's just shut everything down. And so you really need to work on rebuilding some positive associations. I might suggest taking sex off the table for a while and work on really creating some positive associations with your husband and your bed that don't have to involve. And I think sometimes a lot of people get really caught up on, well, I don't feel this anymore. Well, in marriage, when you have been married for 20 years, you realize that feelings ebb and flow. There are days where I feel more of those flowery in love feelings with my husband than I have ever before in my life. And then there's other days that sometimes the only thing keeping me here is the commitment that I made, because I live a real life. I'm not just a relationship, just because I'm a relationship content creator doesn't mean my relationship is always perfect. But knowing that those surface feelings are going to change is important. Now, if you get to a place where the feelings are constantly negative and there's more of the yucky stuff than the good stuff, that's when you really need to evaluate what's going on with the relationship and why that is. But if there's a balance, if you've got more good than bad, that's what we're looking for. And the other part of it can be dealt with. I got lost in the weeds there for a second. But my point is, I will be releasing a course later this month on how to go back to the basics and to really establish those positive pathways from a place of ground zero. So you're going to rebuild everything. And so look for that coming later this month. Consider getting into therapy or coaching and know that things can change. You just need to really hone in on the practical tools that are going to help you do that. And unfortunately, there's more tools than I can really delve into in a TikTok, because it's hard, without more information, it's hard to know which ones to suggest. Although a good place to start would be the 12 types of intimacy and really focusing on each of the different 11 types, so that when you are ready to focus on the sexual intimacy, you've already got a good foundation established. Go have good intimacy.